Hey fam, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertanton.com, coming to you with your No Frills, The Voice commentary from a singer. The top 10 sing tonight and 2 will be going home. The pressure is on y'all as we make our way to the finale. Kelly Clarkson is going to sing her new single. Next week is the semifinal and voting is open at the top of the show. So let me tell you what happened. We started out with TeamBlake. It was Kyla, Jade. She did This Is Me from The Greatest Showman. And she started out almost a cappella, just a little pad behind her to give her the note. So tender, so sweet. I was kind of emotional from the rehearsal package and was nervous that I was gonna lose it, right? Such a commanding voice, and she affected such an uplifting energy. This was a celebration, and the chorus and background singers were rocking out. There were places that it seemed like her mic wasn't up high enough, but it was so touching when she almost started crying, and it's sad that we lost much of her voice with all of the music coming in and the band being so loud. All the coaches stood for her. Alicia called her riveting and masterful. TeamKelly had Kaleb doing Boondocks by Little Big Town, and he decided to drop the guitar in rehearsal and craft the song to fit his voice. And on stage, he had a very clear sound because he was really eating that microphone just all up in there. His attention to the syncopation of the melody was really nice, and he kept on top of it and had a bit of rasp going. Sometimes he lost the note on the end of a lower phrase as he went down, but he had a solid attack throughout the song and was very believable. Adam said it was phenomenal and told him that the growth he's seen from him is unbelievable, calling him most improved. TeamAdam was up next with Verna. She did Love Triangle from RaeLynn, and I was enjoying the sound of her voice so much on here that I was missing quite a bit of the lyrics. She said in rehearsal that she found her sweet spot, and this was definitely a very mesmerizing sound that lulled me into a very good mood. The high notes came so effortlessly and well placed, and she really concentrated to keep that tone straight at one point. Very effective sound, but I was also enjoying her involvement in the lyrics. She seemed to make them very personal, and that translated very well. Then we had Kelly Clarkson sing her new single, I Don't Think About You, and she started a cappella and was so strong and beautiful in red. Loved the dual chandeliers hanging next to her, the strings going down the steps, very nice staging, and I love Kelly so much, y'all don't even know. She really commands the stage and has crazy vocal range and control, and this was amazing. And if you think the commentary is amazing, please make sure to thumb it up and let me know that you are watching and that you are enjoying it and that you appreciate it. Of course, I thank you so much for watching. I thank you for your comments, and I thank you for those thumbs. Then we had TeamAdam. It was Rayshun LaMarr. He did Grant Green by Mr. Jukes featuring Charles Bradley. He started out hyping up the crowd while sparkling in that jacket. I wasn't familiar with the song, but there seemed to be too many short musical breaks and I was losing the thread. This reminded me of a good music club, like jam band song, and Rayshun had energy off the chain as usual, but I wasn't really sold on the song. I loved when he was dancing and then went into some scatting. Such a wonderful performer. He was pulling me into what he was doing and then gave us that squall before the last chorus, and I feel bad because I wanted to love it, but it seemed to go on too long. And for me, if I'm feeling like it goes on too long and I'm not left wanting more, or I'm not just satisfied, then it wasn't great. Tell me what you thought down in the comments. Next there was TeamBlake with Spensha. She did Red by Taylor Swift, and she has such a beautiful tone on this song, and it really shined with her talking about the colors of love, and she really had such a great grasp on the lyrics and the explanations in the song. I like how she has such a good restraint and perfect intuition of like when to drive forward and when to pull it back. So she was really doing a little give and take and just bringing us in to want more and more. She uses her voice like a machine at times and gets across the things she's feeling. Very enjoyable performance. All the coaches stood. Adam talked about how she connects and called her instincts amazing as a singer and as an artist. Next we had a TeamAlicia mini concert. It was Jackie Foster to start. She did Gravity by Sara Bareilles, and just her voice and guitar to start this out, and I had all the feels. I got the chills when she went into the Set Me Free with such a piercing tone, and she seemed to be holding back the tears, which pulled me in even more. It was an effective move to have her coming down the stairs and the bridge to hit the big notes on the main stage, and then she started getting emotional again, but she held back the dam and ended it out beautifully. Britton Buchanan did What's Love Got to Do With It by Tina Turner, and this seemed very honest from Britton. I was liking the arrangement and the sound of his voice on this melody, and it had a bit of a softer, darker vibe, but he kept pretty close to the melody and put his own Brittonisms on top. He's another one that really gets up on the mic, really eats that mic so he doesn't have to work too hard on the vocals. Sweet, short guitar solo, then he went into the crowd and got a little more personal. He He kind of shied away from some of the higher notes, you know, bringing stuff and giving some of that belt, but this was an excellent performance. Christiana Danielle did Ain't No Sunshine by Bill Withers, and she had such delicious low notes, and this was living down there first. I really loved how Danielle kept the she in the lyrics. She didn't say Ain't No Sunshine since he gone to change it over, because it didn't really make a difference in what she was singing and how I felt about it, so I was really happy with that. This was such a sweet jazz meets neo-soul vibe, and she was so confident in her stage movements, and really sexy when she went back and forth scatting with the alto sax. Wasn't it alto sax? I think it was. Yeah, it's a long one. Okay, let me know down in the comments for sure. And she really surprised me with those high notes that came out, because I thought she was going to be all down here in the low, and she did some really high work, and I was like, oh my goodness, she is showing like all this range. There was a part after the second I knows where I felt like she got a little lost, but it was barely noticeable, and soon she was right back on her game. Loved it. TeamBlake was up next with Pryor Baird. He did My Town by Montgomery Gentry, and he started this with less gruff than I'm used to hearing from him. It seemed like he may have flubbed the words early on, but he may have just pulled back too far off the mic or something. We got the gruff as soon as he hit the chorus, and it was sounding pretty good. They talked about it being two different voices, and he definitely displayed that in the verse versus the chorus. So much less gruff and power in the verse, and then he really brought it on in the chorus. Blake was singing along and knew all the words, but I couldn't have done that because I couldn't make out everything he was saying. He makes me so nervous though, and my throat tightens when I hear him pushing for too long. It's kind of uncomfortable, so I just try to like listen and not watch. When I just listen, it really sounds great. And in the pimp spot, we had TeamKelly with Britton doing Fix You by Coldplay, and Britton was trying to craft and arrange the song in rehearsal and seemed to have a pretty clear vision of the sound she wanted. On stage, she was hard to find sitting on the steps in the dark, but I heard her loud and clear, and she sounded pretty good. A close-up on her face was full of emotion, and she had nice little pops into her head voice to color the lyrics well. Then she started rocking out with the guitar and more pace to the song. She killed some of those high notes and really held that straight tone well, and other parts it wasn't as controlled, and it seemed to be given a little extra in early parts. I liked the belt that she did, and then she slipped in the head voice and ended more sedate and a little cry in her voice. This was nicely crafted. I liked the way it was put together. Alright, there you go. There's the commentary for tonight. I had to look down to see if there was any more on here. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Tomorrow night 2 will be going home, which means 3 will be singing for the instant save. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to be in the bottom 3. Alright, thanks so much for watching. This is Robert Anton, RobertAnton.com. I am out.